Well, my treasures, it's time to embrace the chaos of Tendril Rogue once again. Now that Tsunami has been buffed up to a 10 cost card, we have a perfect win condition for these styles of deck. Essentially, the game plan of the deck is to slam down as many Chaotic Tendrils as humanly possible, hopefully getting up to 10 mana, thus allowing us to spam out either Tsunami, Table Flip, or She Shanty, all of which are great options within this list. Basically, the game plan is value rogue the deck. Now, for the Mulligan guide, first card to look out for is Gorgonzormu. This will allow you to get the cheese online pretty quickly and scale it up really well. Outside of this, you're going to be looking for AoE removal tools such as Fan of Knives or any other cards that will generate them, such as Mixologist. Then you're going to be looking for any type of draw power card, and finally any of the Tendril package. Now, with all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Priest. Let's see what they have in store for us. I'm going to get rid of the Brewmaster, then Breakdance. We do have the AoE just in case this is Rami Priest. Not really cards that I would have preferred to get there, but it is what it is. Okay, Forge. I'm assuming it's going to probably be Highlander at this point. I know, technically speaking, we don't know for sure it is, but it probably is going to be. Freeze a minion is always nice, and I guess Draw Power is what we're going to go with. Okay. Thrive in the Shadows did nothing. I guess we just slam down the other Mixologists to see what we can grab. Grabbing the damage, and then I guess AoE just to be safe. Okay, Forge number 2. I'm assuming, yeah, Creation Protocol. Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't give me too much information. Slam down this, grab a Tendril for next turn. Oh, interesting. I guess we can freeze the minion out. We could actually attack into the minion. I'm going to play this a little bit risky. Oh, that would have been so nice if we had one more mana. Yeah, let's attack and do it. I know that might be a little bit risky. We could also... do we want to Shadow Step the... Nah, we don't want to. Lover Lasting. Okay. I still have yet to do a deck, but to be fair, I guess there isn't really any, besides like Diamond Spellstone, I don't think there's any other card that you would want to discount all the way down to 0 that are actually like win condition cards in Priest right now, at least for spells. Because that's been an idea that I've been floating around in my head for quite a long time at this point, where we're essentially trying to get as many Lover Lastings as humanly possible so we can discount so many cards for one spell to a absurd height. It sounds like a goofy idea. Probably wouldn't work. We probably don't need it. Of course, we get rid of both of the Tendrils. That feels a little bit bad. I kind of want to slam down the cheese just because why not? Okay, well, I don't... We can deal with the 2 0 or 1 cost cards in our hand, and then we could guarantee additional copies of Shadow Step, but I don't think that's going to work out for me. Of course it doesn't. No, that's a better option right there. Okay, we can do a bunch of damage. Probably should have attacked first. That was a big mistake. Well, not really too big of a mistake. It's big enough where it matters, but we should be fine. Shadow Step this back to the hand. We can go face. Maybe we should have kept that also for Sonya in hand. Sonya is such an interesting card in this list just because it does allow you to do a bunch of face damage really easily. Grifta is also a card that could have easily been fit in the deck because we do have Sonya, and that would guarantee us, what, 12 damage if we used it and generated the 6 damage spell. There's a few other options that I thought about using in this list, but none of them felt really decent, so. Okay, there's Gyre Worm. I think we're going to slam down Sonya. We have 5 or 4 mana to work with. I'm going to go a little bit chaotic here. Come on, hit one of their minions. There we go. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. That was not interesting, though. That was definitely not interesting. Oh, that feels bad. That feels bad, man. That feels really, really bad. At least we get rid of both of the minions. And I guess we could breakdance the Sonya just to get it back to the hand. We probably should have breakdanced one of the tendrils here. And then we would have got an additional breakdance and such for the next turn. I'm going to keep the other tendril in hand. Because things like that. Okay, Creation Protocol number 2. That does kind of confirm it is going to be Highlander, which is kind of interesting. I'm curious if this is just Location Priest. I know there's a few Location Priests like floating around right now, which are kind of interesting. It is kind of a shame though that like that deck for me did not do so well on the channel. It's doing better now, but you know, it definitely was not that spectacular. All right, this is going to look a little bit weird if I can speak correctly. Because we can grab the Sonya here, just for later, right? And then we get another Zola, grabbing one of the tendrils, seeing what we can grab off of this. Conservation is such a good 8-cost card. Oh, I think we'll keep the tendrils in hand. 9-cost usual. Okay, so I think there's only 2 9-cost spells in standard right now, both of which are pretty good. One floats the board a lot, and one floats the board a little. The one that floats the board a lot is, ironically enough, the worst of the two for this deck in particular. But, you know, it can come up. Yeah, there literally are 2 spells. Oh, I got the one that we wanted. Perfect, actually. Sure, we're not going to be able to, you know, get 4 here, but 3 is better than nothing, right? All right, let's shuffle these back into the deck. Those are actually 2 cards that I almost considered cutting out of the list. They just don't come up that often. Is the main hurdle. Okay, there's Flint, there's Stick Up, and Breakdance. We can breakdance. We can't slam down the tendril because we can't do anything with it, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Stick out into Pocket Sand. Go, go, go. Wait. Oh, we didn't have the space. Oh. Oh, repack. Huh. I'm kind of shocked that I say that's not a card I expected out of something like this. Huh. Interesting. Okay, Stick Up into this. Tsunami them once again. Anything good? We can get that extra little bit of damage? I don't think we can. Synchronize is what we want to get, just because, you know, Synchronize lets us get another tendril. Then we can bounce back the tendril, and then we have 2 in hand instead of 1. Of course, they have the second one of those. Still amazed that they have any of them. Hey, she shanty. If only we're still a pirate, right? Okay. We should be... Neither of those are what I want. We have a tentacle grip in the deck. Speaking of tentacle grip. Perfect, actually. Alright, let's just pass it back to them. Oh, Elemental, buddy, oh. Okay, so we could be greedy and try to go for the Tsunami play, or try to get a Tsunami, but you know, I think we'll just Yogg, get the 6/6. We could also grab the Elemental, I guess, to remove the 6/6. It doesn't really matter how we do this, as long as they don't heal for more than 15 damage. That isn't it. That ain't it, Chief. Alright. Behold the chaos of our deck. Yeah, might as well grab this. Come on. Please don't destroy our minions. Perfect. So perfect. Okay, I think this is a game against Warlock. Probably going to be Painlock. Speaking of Painlock. I guess we just pass it. We don't really have an option here. Collector's Souvenir. I want to get rid of the 5/5, but we can't do anything yet. Maybe we'll allow them to, like, eat up it a little bit, or the additional damage, I should say. I do not want to deal with the second one of those. 8/8 is not fun to deal with. Come on, stick it. Oh, we're gonna lay down the law. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, there's life tap. Mass production. Okay, prison horror. We're at 17. I want to coin out the Eye of Chaos. I forgot what it was called for a second. We're just going to pass it. We could have also Shadow Stepped it back to the hand and be safe, but like maybe they hit into it instead, hopefully. Okay, there's Blood Treant, Elemental Node, or Geode. A Molten Giant. I do not like seeing a Molten Giant. Oh, and fracking is not fracking awesome in this case. Those are all cards I really wanted. I mean, a little bit of armor does help. We can bounce back the Tendril, which looks a little bit sus, but, you know, maybe it'll help. Or Breakdance or something. That would have been great. Let's break down the 2/2. Get rid of their 2/2. 5 cost spell. Go, go, go. Jive. Insect. I actually don't know if that's better or worse for... Oh, well, it would have been great if we could have actually got base. It was a 50-50, right? Yes, Chaos reigns. For me, in particular, I guess. Okay, there's Zola. Yeah, it's Zola. Brain. Vona is the name of the card. Come on, 50-50, go face. Oh, she didn't. Oh, okay, they're down to 11. Down to 9. Okay, we might have this. I'm like 80% sure we do have this. Come on, we go face. That's down to 6. Anything good? We're feeling a bit furious in here. Goodbye. Okay, time for a game against Mage. So, Elemental Mage exists, no Mini Mage exists, Big Spell Mage technically exists. Probably the worst out of those 3 options. Won't lie. I know I just put out a Big Spell Mage list, but it definitely feels bad. It just feels really bad. I guess we just pass it, right? They did it too, so I'm assuming it isn't going to be Elemental Mage at this point. So no Mini Mage, maybe? I guess we just Hero Power and go face. Of course. Okay, that kind of confirms there's no Mini Mage. Hey, that's actually... Oh... Now, the question is, do we... No, we don't leave them up. So no Mini Mage has a lot of direct damage they can easily do. They don't have that many minions, so I'm not really worried about that. We can go face, put down the Tendril, see what we can grab. Cup of Muscle. Speaking of Cup of Muscle, there was a drink warrior list that I really wanted to try out because of the new hero skin. But while testing this deck, there was a person who was playing like an infinite loop warrior list that looked so much fun. I don't know if this video will come out before that or that video will come out before this. You'll find out before I do, I guess. It also depends on like how quickly I can get replays, because I'm recording this video on Friday night and I'll be streaming Saturday, which means we get to figure out what the order is. I've tried to recreate the deck that they were playing, except with a lot more AoE removal tools. I know this is just like a sidetrack, but like, yeah, I try to make it more control. I thought about including some other cards. We'll see how that deck ends up turning out. I think it has potential. I really do. I think it, technically speaking, takes a while to set up, but I think it has a lot of potential. Okay, there's Brewmaster. Can we get... Oh, I wish we had AoE there. So they have 3 cards in hand. The good news... I kind of... Yeah, I'm just going to coin this out. I was going to say the good news is they don't have Lamplighter because we know they're a no mini mage. Stargazing is not what I want to see though, because that. Oh, it's just malfunction. Okay, well, malfunction does wipe out the board, but at least it isn't star or light show. Weirdly enough, actually, I don't think we ever have had a pure light show mage list on the channel. It's just another one of those that hasn't been featured on the channel. Similar to, like, Wishing Well Rogue, where I just never got around to the pure list. Actually, there probably was a light show mage list. I could be wrong about that. Or maybe we used it as, like, an alternate wing condition. I don't know. Yeah, we'd have to. Looking at thumbnails, I think we legitimately have to do that. Huh, neat, I guess. There's some other lists. Oh, Earthen Paladin is something that I want to do too. I know someone pointed out that, like, Earthen Paladin does have some new technical support because of some of the recent buffs. Oh, perfect, actually. And I'm kind of curious of how that deck works. I think what the week is going to look like is Tendril Rogue, which is this list, the Loop Warrior, and then Paladin. And then after this week, I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks, will be the final week until the mini set comes out of 3 videos a week until we get some type of balancing changes. Or the mini set, whatever happens first. Okay, we can slam down Gorgon. Let's hero power, and then we can use the draw power next turn. Sorry, I kind of went on that side tangent, but sometimes I like having individual thoughts, right? Okay, I guess we slam down Fizzle. We use the Tendril Grip. Maybe. Do we use the... Let's draw a card first. Oh, Mixologist is interesting. Just because it does kind of reset. Also gives us a little bit of armor. I guess we resurrect a friendly minion. I don't know if I actually like that. Come on, Tendril. Something good. Sanitize is not something good. In this scenario, I should say. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do this to me. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't go with the flow. Please don't go with the flow. They... Reverbs. At least they only have 1 spell in hand. I don't think they forged anything down, so we should be fine. Does 11 damage to face is not the most enjoyable thing in the world. Okay. We can slam down Sonya. Fan of Knives gets rid of a good chunk of the board. And then we can armor up. Then armor up Igniter time. We're just trying to... GG. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, this deck was interesting to say the least. It wasn't the most consistent deck in the world, which makes it a deck that I can't easily recommend you all trying out. However, if you are a big fan of these Tendril decks, this is a great one to try out, especially because we do now have a win condition once again, since we are now having things like Tsunami as a way to just do 12 damage to our opponent's face consistently pretty easily. Overall though, if you are looking for a deck that is going to consistently win you some games and are not a fan of this playstyle, then probably try something else out. But I do love my good RNG memes from time to time. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, because if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.